should we do one TED Talk before we go?
I don't know what to. Oh yeah. Yes.
Just like one random topic that you're gonna have to talk for 2 minutes on.
Yeah.
In
you
this
want me
in
to
this
do it?
cup. No, I want Grace to do it.
I know. I was gonna say I want Grace to.
Okay, Grace,
So
you're
I
gonna
pick
pick
one?
a subject and you're gonna have to tell us all about it for 2 minutes. You want me to put a timer on?
Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Any excuse to use my timer.
How did they invent the timer? We'll never know.
Yeah, and what is time?
Good point.
No, don't even get.
Okay, ready? Go.
Two of the most opposite things in the world that couldn't go better together. Salty versus sweet.
Oh.
Now, when we combine these two, we have something so beautiful, but that's not to say that they can't be absolutely stunning on their own.
Uh-huh.
Salt, what do we think of? I might think of a pretzel. The little salts on top of a pretzel. Sweet, what do we think of? I might think of a sugar cube. Just 100% sweet.
Yeah.
Combine the two, what might we then have? Chocolate covered pretzel. That's it, girl.
Damn.
Me and my TED Talk, like handing little bracelets to people who do well. Good job, girly. Now, we take sweet away from salty.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
What do we have? The driest mouth in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have? Little red bumps on the roof of your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What if we take salt away from sweet? What do we have? Owie, my brain hurts. I have too much sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Say that
gonna.
again.
You're not going to love that.
Not gonna want that solo experience.
Exactly. But
Mhm.
to me, my favorite salty and sweet, similar to a chocolate covered pretzel, is going to be a pretzel dipped in Nutella.
Ooh,
And I
completely
think
different.
That
Oh.
might be pretty top tier salty and sweet snack.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. Keep saying that until my 2 minutes are done.
And I'm actually glad you brought that up.
Okay, so you have chocolate covered pretzels,
yeah.
pretzels dipped in Nutella. What
Yeah.
other salty and sweet treats do you like?
Mm,
Brooke,
I'm like, what have I been doing this week?
great question.
Uh,
Mhm.
You know what I did the other day?
What?
This
Wait.
was kind of crazy. I brewed my espresso and I just took my salt grinder and just ground
No
salt into
kidding.
it.
That's
And I was like, I gotta be honest, guys, I didn't taste it. But
Whoa, shit. Oh, goddamn, that scared me.
Wow, that flew by. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it does.
My favorite thing that podcasters do when someone is talking about something they're really passionate about
Yeah.
is they go, They do it on the daily all the time. The person will be like, and certainly, you know, Donald Trump. And they go,
And you know the sound engineer's like taking that little and actually turning it
It
up.
is no, it's also the same one. They do the whole just so that it's a transactional conversation. They're like,
Right.
mm,
It's someone's on like the DJ board hitting the
button.
Yeah.
And I also
we need a DJ
I also love this
Yeah, that'd be fun.
they go-
Yeah,
Yes.
when someone's explaining something and it actually means nothing. Okay, so you know, like when you're sitting in your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you actually go to sit down, you actually have to bend your knees when you sit, right?
Yeah.
Right? And that's part of this human experience that is arriving to that the driver's seat of your car, right? And when you actually go to open your door and you go inside and you sit down, right? They do rights as
All the
if to
time.
like break up, and they actually
Yeah.
haven't said anything except right. You're with me. and
Totally
you're
with
me
you,
here,
yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you want to do
Right. Yeah, I can do one.
one? Okay. Well, here.
Actually, I think I could be really bad at this now that you mention it.
It was
well, here.
I don't have-
after what I assume was,
What was
10
your-
seconds,
what was
I
your
was
thing?
miserable. Salt versus sweet.
I don't have the
I
improv.
thought it was chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh no, no, she told us right off the bat what it was.
Yeah,
I thought she was
didn't keep
leading up-
any
I
secrets.
thought she was leading up
Okay.
to.
Oh God. Okay, ready?
Okay. Yeah. Hit me.
Okay, so what I'm going to tell you about for the next 2 minutes, which is going to be 120 seconds,
Oh.
if you
Right.
break it down into smaller
Didn't
segments,
think of it that
Mm.
like
Wow.
that,
Mm.
is something that you would learn about in math class. More specifically, geometry or algebra. I'm not exactly sure. It's probably a little bit of both, where the two cross over.
Mm.
So what this is going to be the Pythagorean theorem.
Right.
So
I'm with you.
when
Let's give it
Very
up for
excited.
Pythagoras. Yes.
when you think about what Pythagoras intended when he made the Pythagorean theorem. So that is going to be a
It's
squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Bro.
you have squares and you have circles, but really, when the Pythagorean theorem is concerned, you're working with triangles. Now, you could have
Right.
two different types of triangles
Okay.
when the Pythagorean theorem.
How many sides does a triangle have
Excellent
again?
question, Grace. 3 sides.
Right.
In an equilateral
Got
triangle,
it.
all of those sides are going to be equal.
Mm,
And in that case, you do not need the Pythagorean theorem.
okay.
This is one of those parts of our podcast where I pray to God Tim Dillon does not stumble across.
He does. I don't think he pays for the bonus.
I don't know. Out of context, if he got a hold of this section of the podcast, we would be
Yeah.
toast. We would get docs and we'd have to switch studios because people would come and show up and take care of us.
Do you mind if I take it the isosceles from here?
No.
The isosceles triangle. Wait, equilateral, isosceles,
Right. And right.
No, you know this.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Right.
Oh, right. So, no, it's not right.
Acute.
Cute.
Scalene.
Obtuse.
Oh my God.
Oh, and scalene. And
Scalene.
obtuse.
Oh, shoot. That's all the time we
I'm gonna
have.
change that thing because it
That's
scares
all the
me.
time we have.
It scares the fucking shit out of me every time.
Why is there not an alarm that could exist that would
I don't think there's
literally
another
make me
option.
jump up? My girlfriend says I wake up every morning like this.
Oh my God.
That's gotta be bad for
I
Oh
meant
my
to ask you
God.
guys, when you're falling asleep, do you twitch a lot? Like that wakes you up?
You guys, this has happened to
That's
me.
been happening so bad to me.
It keeps happening to me on planes, and it sucks because I fall asleep like a newborn baby every time but like that's a bad example. Like a really tired person every time I'm on a plane because I just sit there and I fall asleep. But
I do too. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Only on planes I go, and I hit grab both sides of the thing, and I try to play it really cool, but I can't stop falling back
The
asleep.
flight attendant's like,
Yeah,
you loser.
they make fun of me, and it's something. Oh, I got a good one.
Okay.
Ready, Connor?
Yeah.
Set, go.
I mean, this has been around forever. It's a part of all of us. I'm obsessed with it. It's a way that we've all found a way to grow. We've found a way to become more than what we were originally, and I always say, don't look back. You're not going that way. And this is mitosis.
Mitosis.
Well, I say mitosis because it is happening inside of me as we speak. My cells are splitting, and I'll walk you through this process here. So what a lot of people don't realize about the mitose is that it's originally just an individual mitose,
Okay.
right? And then as it starts to split, that's the growth that I was talking about, where the mitose realizes that there are things bigger than itself, and that's when it splits. And that's essentially what that is kind of... It's tough to put into words exactly, but
No, it's not. You got
that's
this.
when the telophase and cytokinesis happens. And a lot of people only think of, when they think of cytokinesis, they think of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
That
But
is true.
a different stone that I'm thinking of is one that you drop and breaks in half, and that would be another example of mitosis, and it's the splitting in half of the original mitose in question. And a lot of people, when they hear mitose, they think of when Mr. Krabs would stub one of his toes. But what I think of is science and our cells. And so another thing about mitosis is there's just so many of them throughout our bodies. And we would never have known about them if we couldn't get a closer look into this whole thing we call life.
Totally.
And we did that with a microscope. And the inventor of the
Do
microscope...
you know what's splitting?
Yeah, the mitose. The mitose. And there it is here. Here's another visual for you guys, because I know that a lot of people are visual learners. Jesus, fuck you. I had such a calm vibe
I know.
speaking
when it did
about
that to you.
Yeah.
Okay, fun.
Mitose probably gonna be tomorrow's Wordle, wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
MITOS.
Yeah.
Ooh, that actually gave me that last one. Actually, I may have
I'm
pulled a
sorry.
muscle.
I put that right out next
It
to your ear
really
on
was.
purpose.
That would hurt
that
the
is
most.
That's going to go down. I promise you there's going to be a study in like 15 years where they're going to be like, the original radar alarm sound is now banned in several countries.
Yeah.
Because has the radar alarm sound caused any I almost said sexual cause any serious accidents.
Someone got in an accident listening to our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not good to hear.
We here at BNC Incorporated do want to give a shout out to someone who now they're in safe conditions.
Completely. They didn't get hurt.
They're okay, but they
good.
did get in a wreck their first time listening to the bonus episode of BNC MAP.
Specifically a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Specifically, they gave us a
Not
they gave us a
surprising.
chance and we totaled their car.
Yeah.
So I thank you for listening.